What's going on YouTube? It's Jason again with JJ Drones, and we are here at the Osthoff Resort for the Wisconsin Motor Carriers 2024 Driver Safety Luncheon. Let's go.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
There we go.
In your arms of gold, I rise from the ashes with pity.
Last but not least, the spouses and significant others among you that it's not easy, and we know that your support of your husbands, wives, and significant others means a whole lot, especially for those that are over the road folks, away from home a long time. It's not easy. So I mean, we very much appreciate you. I know as much as your loved ones appreciate you as well.
And you know, I look back, and the last time that we were at the Osthoff was 2020, what I call 2020 BC. That was before COVID. And we had this event here, and it was the last thing that we got in before we had to shut down. And, you know, we were all going to shut down for a couple of weeks till things got together, right? And when I think about that, I think many of you were here that weekend, and I was thinking about it, how all of you were out there. We didn't know what was going on. We were very much nervous. We were all hunkered down at home, and all of you guys were out there running, keeping the world going, keeping the economy going safely. And the spouses, your significant other were at home, and the drivers were saying, "It's okay, honey. I have to go and keep the world going. Everybody needs their toilet paper." I mean, pretty much. And I got so many phone calls during that time saying, "Do you have any drivers that can talk to me?" It was from the media. "Do you have so many drivers that can, please, we want to know what's going on. We want to know what they're experiencing." And I would say, absolutely. And many of you, I'm sure many of my road team, probably made some of those, probably Henry and probably Jason and maybe some others, I would say, yeah, I'll put you in contact, and you can make those phone calls, and you can make those contacts, but do me a favor. You know, they do this every day of the year, 24/7, 365. Not only now that you're thinking about them when times are hard and you don't know if you can go to the bathroom because you don't have toilet paper. They're doing this 24 hours, and you're not very nice to them half the time. I was just talking to Travis last weekend. Everybody heard about the horrible accident that happened in Wisconsin. And what was the first headline that came out? Semi kills its van. That was not what happened at all. The van pulled out in front of the truck. Have we heard that at all? No. I said, remember this. Remember that our drivers are out there as the backbone of the industry, of the whole country, delivering our freight safe. And each and every one of you are doing that on a daily basis. And I just want to say thank you. The fact that we only do this once a year breaks my heart, because I want to do this every day of the year. And the President's Safe Driver Club is one time that we get to say thank you for being out there safely, being away from your families, keeping the economy running. So this is very important, because 4 years ago we did it, 2020 BC, in this arena here. Thank you.
But my notes tell me to tell you that there were 578 people killed on Wisconsin's highways last year. But if I do that, I feel like I'm just throwing out statistics at you. That's not what I want to do. But I could say that. 578 killed last year. 71 so far this year. You know what? I could even tell you about the economic impact of what crashes happen to individuals and to our state as a whole. But that doesn't feel right to me, standing up here to say that, because these really aren't statistics. These are family members. These are friends. These are loved ones who we lost on our roads. But everyone here, everyone in this room, you all know that, because you wouldn't be participating in this safety event if you didn't. It's really the professional drivers like you, the folks here in this room, that go out of your way to ensure that you and those around you make it home safely every day. So as part of my job, I recently had to read through every single fatal and serious injury crash from last year involving a heavy truck or bus. And of these crashes, let me ask you, how many do you think were the fault of the CMV operator? Of course, yes, there's fatigue. Yes, there's some traffic violations. But how many out there are the fault of the truck driver? What do you think? 2%, 30. The 2 is a little low, but 30 is almost spot on. It's about a third of the time. So what does that mean? That means that 2/3 of the time, it's a light vehicle that causes the crash. And what do you think is the biggest thing that they do that causes these injury and fatal crashes? What is it? Some sort of inattentiveness?
I got some of a suit on, but I don't like this because I'm like Neiman. We are all safe on that, and I want to for sure thank you guys. Just get involved in this club. Understanding what we are doing here is just amazing. You know, when I was a trooper, when I was doing actual investigations, I'm seeing companies, I'm seeing drivers that aren't you. We don't see you guys. When you do see you guys always do the right thing for the most part, right? There's times where some things happen, but sometimes it's not your fault. And when those things happen, please reach out, because it may be another driver in your company, it may be someone within your company, but please reach out and we can hopefully educate. Because we are not just out here to get you. We are trying to be partners with you guys. Because I can't do it by myself. Tim can't do it, his team by himself. Kim and Neil can't do it by themselves. You know, each trucking company has so many voices, so many people that can touch and educate out there, general public and other carriers that can be sick. You guys are here for a reason. You guys are here because you're sick. And the question I have, how do you do it?
David Colson with Johnsonville Trucking. How about Tracy Joe Skoking with Johnsonville Trucking? Out here. Flint Grawl, JBT Service Inc. Brian Hilker, are you here, Brian? There he is, with Dennis R. Hilker Trucking. Jason Johnson, Breakbush Transportation. Michael Schultz, Dennis R. Hilker Trucking. So now we have the presentation of our 12 different drivers for each month of the year. And I'm sure you're going to agree that these individuals are not only professional drivers, but they all deserve special recognition. Each bag has a certificate from the American Trucking Association, ATA, a replica of a Wisconsin license plate with the month and year of your award, which is pretty cool. We do have belt buckles that are donated by Skinner Driver CDL Training School, and with the MCA logo on it, and a jacket with your name and Driver of the Month embossed, and also a gift bag from Quick Trip.
I'm proud to be up here to introduce Well Company's nominee and winner of January 2023 Wisconsin Motor Carrier Association Driver of the Month, Mr. Danny Tankersley.
Sam Carson. Sam began his driving career in January of '93. He came to us at ASL in 2013.
We are honored to recognize Jerry Larson as the March Driver of the Month. Jerry started his career with Martin in 2010 and has been awarded many accolades over the past 14 years.
It is a great honor to stand here and honor my driver, a very valued teammate of mine, Neil LeClaire. I first met Neil back in July of 2011.
Excellence, leader, professional, best in class, a pro's pro. Greg Split is all of that plus more.
There are a handful of us here tonight from Breakbush Transportation. We're here to celebrate and join Mark Ida in being named June Driver of the Month.
James the Legend Van Wagner. We lovingly call him JVW, or the Legend. He started his career at Skinner Transfer in April of 2016, and he hit the ground running and quickly became one of our most reliable and safe drivers.
We often hear stories of unsung heroes, individuals whose contributions are essential, yet often overlooked. It is my privilege to shine a spotlight on one such hero, our very own Troy Porter.
Our September Driver of the Month is Pat Jones with McDermott Transportation, and I have been asked to represent Pat, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about her. Pat's a mom of two wonderful grown adult children.
Brian's a very special person to us at Skinner Transfer. He's been with us for 41 years this year? 41. Incredible driver. We're here to honor Andrew Menoff, member of West Bend Transit now for almost 6 months. And he made an immediate impact when he came on board. I have the pleasure of introducing all of you to Brian Bendert. Brian is an OTR driver with us at Johnsonville. In total, he has been with Johnsonville for almost 3 years. He is one of our driver mentors who helps train new drivers in our fleet. While traveling on I-39 coming out of Springfield, Illinois, after 7 p.m. Central Time, when a car passed him and another semi and drove off the interstate, rolling into a field. Russ and the semi in front of him, along with a passenger car, pulled over to see if the occupant was hurt. They found a woman with part of her forehead under the rear tire of the car out in the field. Our next highway hero is Troy Porter from Yorktown Transportation. While this report is not as detailed, it shows the same dedication, the same attitude, and the same belief that we're here to protect others. Troy witnessed a rollover accident and stopped. He made contact with the driver and stabilized that driver and took care of him until the EMTs arrived. He also noticed the driver's brakes were on fire, another driver's brakes were on fire, and extinguished that fire. Troy, would you please come up here and receive your award? All right, our final highway hero for the evening, Andrew Menoff from West Bend Transit. Andrew, as you heard earlier, stopped on the highway to help a fellow driver extinguish a fire. You heard his representative that was introducing him mention this. And this exemplifies, the comment that got made exemplifies the type of drivers that deserve this award. He said he couldn't have, I'm trying to get this exactly word for word, he couldn't have it on his conscience if he just passed by and didn't help. That exemplifies all three of our drivers tonight. Andrew, would you come up and please accept your award?
This individual has been a driver trainer for 28 years, teaching other drivers to be safe on our roads. Driver is also a mentor for all drivers, whether they're just starting out or been in the industry or need a refresher. This driver teaches others backing, trip planning, hours of service, in-cab, computer work, food safety, load scaling to both drivers and office staff to get them familiar with what a driver faces on the road and to help them understand what happens on the road. This driver is a 12-year Safe Driver Award winner and a 10 years named Driver of the Year at the company served. This driver is involved in many activities in the community, and to name just a few, because there are way too many, is a member of our road team, is a captain, has been participating in Special Olympics of Wisconsin as a volunteer head coach, and also participates in the Special Olympics convoy. This driver and the driver's family donate Christmas gifts each year to the women's shelter so that they too may have a memorable Christmas. And this driver's truck has won numerous awards and events for autism awareness, including 2021, 2022, and 2023. So it is my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you the 2023 Wisconsin Motor Carriers Association Driver of the Year, Mr. Danny Tankersley with Wildflower.
Thank you, y'all are out there millions of miles. Thank you, welcome. Thank you, my wife, Susan Riley, my mother-in-law, and just keep moving straight.
have fun. Be safe. Thank you, and everyone of you.
Wasted money on cures. Forgot how to fix myself.
Haley, they're always putting you to work whenever you get here.
Always putting to work.
Oh, I'll save memories in my head.
So this is Maddie, if that is your real name. We still haven't gotten confirmation
Still
from.
not sure about that. Maybe if you talk to Sam, my boyfriend, he's here, maybe.
I did, and he wouldn't confirm it either.
Wouldn't confirm. Still can't confirm. Maybe at the TDC. We'll confirm. Exclusive.
So this is, as Neil and Kim has said, this is basically the Super Bowl for truck drivers. And then you guys have put in a whole bunch of work. What goes into making this thing happen?
A lot. It's a lot of work, and it is not made easy by a lot of the last minute registrations. We do a lot in the last 2 weeks leading up to the event. There's only basically 2 of us in the office that are working on it, myself and Kim, so it's a lot of work. But luckily we have so many great volunteers that are here at the event today, like Jason. And as I mentioned, my boyfriend Sam came to help, so we have a lot of helpers which make the day of the event go much smoother. So it's definitely one of my favorites, and it puts the most smiles on people's faces.
Sam, we need confirmation. She claims to be Maddie, but we don't have any independent confirmation that her name is Maddie. We're looking for some sort of confirmation that she is actually Maddie and not some sort of CIA plant.
You've been living with me. I want to be truthful.
Okay, yes, we want the truth. That's what we're here for.
Honestly, I don't think I have the right words to say that she's not a CIA agent.
I always like to say that this is the Oscars for the truck driving world in Wisconsin.
And Neil?
I say it's a Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl.
Honoring our truck drivers.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, this is the epitome of the best in the industry. They should be recognized for their services. They are heroes that go about their business not expecting to be acknowledged. We feel they should be. This is our special way of saying thank you to them for what they do for us and for the economy, and for delivering the goods.
It's my favorite thing that I get to do in my job all year long.
It's vibrant. All right, guys, so there you have it. We have crowned our new Wisconsin Motor Carriers Driver of the Year, and congratulations to you, Danny. You truly do deserve it, and for your years and years in service and your professionalism and the way that you're willing to go out there and help other people, that is what makes you this year's Wisconsin Motor Carriers Driver of the Year. I couldn't be more proud of you. So thank you so much for all of your service. And for all of you that have been watching this video, I really hope that this shines a light for you on the trucking industry and the type of professionals that are out there today that are driving the trucks that are out there on the road. And not every one of the trucks that you see out there are a complete numbskull. Most of us out there are a true professional that we pride ourselves on not only service, but safety, because we all want to go home to our families at the end of the day, just like everybody else does. So I appreciate the fact that you're willing to watch this and be here on this journey so that you kind of get to see an insight into the trucking industry and a little bit on the safety side of things, because we do pride ourselves on being as safe as we possibly can. And if you see a truck out there, make sure to give them some room and just understand that they're people too. And they just want to go home to their families at the end of the day. I appreciate all of you for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.